I'll kick us off, Zion.
All right.
And we get $20 off, right?
Just say discounted. Well, now it's live already.
We'll give it a general estimate.
Yeah. Ooh, victory lap time, man. It's victory lap time.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. I think. Oh man, we got a surprise guest. Hold on. I said if he want to join from the arena. Hold on.
I don't know if you can hear me at all, dude. At all.
Yeah.
Look who it is, man.
What up? At the arena. That's Tom right there. Okay. Yes, sir.
Yo, start this shit, baby. Start this shit. Come on. Let's go. Come on.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
Let's go, Russ.
Hold on.
Before they kick my ass out. Let's go.
Man, Russ, man, yo, first thoughts, man. How was it from there?
Are we actually live? What's happening?
We're live.
Yeah, we are live, bro.
Oh,
we are live.
Let's go, dude. Right, dude, how we beat them without Paolo in the second half, dude? We just better. What's the screen name, dude? What's the screen name, dude? Duke better, dude. Duke better, dude.
Oh,
that's all the screen name says, dude.
Nobody outside of Kentucky cares about that, right?
Exactly.
Who cares outside?
Wins 2015 or 2010, and everybody is saying 2015. So
just got back up here, John, a couple days ago. So been in the gym a little bit. Me and Joey been in the gym working out together.
as Duke fans, as Duke coaches, you know, because I get excited over there, even in my suit, I'm grabbing Coach Tyler's leg, like.
Nice. Oh Lord.
Yo, Russ, let's get first reactions real quick from Russ live from the stadium here.
Is that security behind you?
Yeah,
Yo,
Russ,
probably.
What was your thoughts, man?
Yo, first of all, shout out to the Gonzaga fans that were sitting right in front of me doing the Drew Timmy mustache stroke all game. Bruh. Come on. They were quiet. They were quiet second half, dude. They were mad quiet. They were like Bird Box quiet, dude. Shit was ridiculous. I took pictures. I'm going to post them. Dude, let me tell you. Mark Williams, beast mode. Paolo, first half, he had the cramping stuff. Fair enough. Beast mode. Wendell, the clutchest free throws imaginable. Beast mode. Jeremy Roach, people were giving him shit on Twitter in the first half, right? He was struggling. He was struggling to get a shot out. But I tell you what, when it counted, dude, when it counted, beast mode. Trevor getting into the paint, beast mode. Even Joey making some clutch-ass threes, dude.
Hey.
Beast mode. That's all I got to say, man. And Theo coming in with relief when Mark was in foul trouble, doing a very admirable job. Beast mode. We didn't get to see a lot of AJ tonight, but you know what? Honorary beast mode, baby. It doesn't matter, dude. Everybody's gone. It was 70% Gonzaga fans in here, dude. It was 70% Gonzaga fans in here. It was, dude. I shit you not. I shit you not. That shit was road game status, dude. I was in the thick of it, dude. Trust me. Shit was so loud. Shit was so loud.
Hey, for a second, it didn't sound like that on TV, man. I swear to God.
That's good.
At least
that's good.
Majority Duke, for real.
Well, that's because they got mad quiet in the second half, right? They're not used to losing, right? They're not used to losing, so they got real quiet. They were like, what do we do? They were like, what do we do? Do we keep cheering? Oh, I'm getting shout out to security. They're doing a good job. Shout out to security. They're getting my ass out of here, dude.
Russ, any final thoughts then from the stadium? Anything you want to say?
It was electric. I mean, like all joking aside, the atmosphere was insane. Dude, what? That's what's up. Yep, that's what's up, right?
Love everybody.
That's right. See, it was electric here. Everybody was cool. Duke fans, most Gonzaga fans, not the dudes in front of me, but everybody was cool beyond that. The Gonzaga fans sitting next to me, they were super cool. They were just happy to see a real good game, and the game was incredible, man. Incredible game, electric atmosphere. I can't remember the last time I saw a game like this. Duke, motherfucker, go to hell, Carolina. That's all I got to say, baby.
Hey,
Let's
man,
fucking go, dude.
Ain't nobody bailing you out tonight, man. Settle down.
Yeah, you can go crazy, man.
Nah, dude.
Enjoy Vegas. Enjoy Vegas.
I am enjoying it. I'm going to go right now. Thanks for having me on here, boys. Enjoy the
Appreciate
rest
you,
of
bro.
this. Everybody that's in the chat, I love you, baby. I love
Hey,
you
man.
all. Let's go. Let's
Hey,
go.
man, let's go, Duke. Let's
Hey,
go,
it's gonna
Duke.
take a lot more than what Rush just said to get him put in jail tonight from Vegas, man. That was you can't get much more live than that. That was awesome.
Man.
But I mean, hey, first off, man, I mean, just as far as if
Well,
anybody's
first
watched
off,
college,
we got to do our duties. We got to do our duties.
Sorry,
Tick
go
pick. This show is presented by Tick Pick. Shout out to Tick Pick. As you see on the bottom ticker, use the promo code Duke Nation on Tick Pick to get a discount on any Duke basketball tickets. It's the best team in the country. It's the best team in the country. Go ahead, Ryan.
100%. I think the craziest thing is, like, I've watched a lot of college basketball this year, and by far this is the most entertaining game outside of, I think Villanova Purdue was up there with this, but this was one of the best games of the year. And going into conference play, this is going to be up there with the best games played before March Madness. I have three thoughts I want to get off my chest first. First and foremost, Paulo Banchero over Chet all day, every day. It's not even a question. It's not even a question at this point. I mean, I was arguing with people at bars down here in Florida with my stepdad. Like, it's Paulo over everybody. He's number one draft pick. Second, Wendell Moore. I don't know if it got caught in the spaces at halftime, but I was trying to say at my last speech at the end of it was, watch out for Wendell at the second half. And he took over, man. I mean, completely took over. We tweeted about it. He's the captain, man. And he just stepped up when he needed to. When Paulo went out, it was the Wendell Moore show. And then I have one controversial topic that maybe is for another day, but what's going on with the cramping, man? I mean, I don't want to start blaming Duke's training staff, but we've had.
I don't think you got to blame the training staff, bro.
We've had foot injuries, we've had leg injuries. Now to start the year,
we know why, bro.
Both primetime games, we got cramping, and no, we're not going to say we know, because every team that's come through here has done exactly, if not worse, things off the court than what these players have done. So don't start saying we know. There's something going on that we need to prepare for these late night or primetime games better for. So I'm not calling for anybody's head by any means. I'm just saying we need to prepare better for these games if we're going to be in the trenches like this come March. So Wendell Moore, training staff, and Paulo Banchero, all are my topics. But Brian, what are your initial reactions from the game?
High level. It's high level. I mean, you got to, tip your cap to Gonzaga. I mean, they're a good effing team. I mean, this is a team that we beat by 4 3 points, and they turned the ball over like 17 times. I mean, can you imagine if they turned the ball over half that? I mean, but then again, we missed a lot of free throws and a lot of, 1-and-1s as well, front ends. So something we got to work on for sure. The cramping, like you were saying, I don't know what's up with that. And it's the same guys each time. I mean, I think Wendell went out with cramps too for a bit as well.
Yeah. I mean, I think here's the thing, Zion, before we jump to you, I think my biggest takeaway after Wendell and Banchero is the fact that we were in that game, we're leading that game most of the way, and won that game with Roach and Keels shooting 5 of 20-something, 24 it looks like, from the field. I mean, and when Keels was shooting, I'm cool with Keels taking what he did. Keels was trying to get his. He's confident. He didn't take bad shots. Roach, on the other hand, there was some questionable opportunities there. But, like, the fact that we did what we did and Keels in particular shot 2 of 11 is incredible. I mean, that just shows to me that we didn't even play that great tonight, and we still won against what the media was saying was by far the best team in the country.
And still put up 84 points. That's a lot of points.
Right.
It is.
I mean, it's insane.
But can I take my victory lap now, man?
All right, go ahead. Oh, hold on.
Man.
Mark, I'm just going to say the name, and then you can go. Mark Williams. All right, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm just okay.
Nope, that was it. I just wanted to say Mark Williams' name as if I don't want
Williams.
people to think I forgot about him, so I'm going to hand it to you now.
My goodness. Oh, boy, where do we start? I mean, 9-point favorites? 9-point favorites, man?
Plus 310 on the money line?
Some people lost some money tonight.
I saw all that, bro. I was watching every prediction to this game. I was watching ESPN. I was even watching Jeff Goodman. I just like to watch, hear what people have to say.
That's bad for your mental health.
Everyone picked Gonzaga. Every single person picked Gonzaga. Mm-hmm. And what did Quick Click say? Duke is never the underdog.
You know who else said that today? Trey Day.
Did he?
Trey Jones tweeted the same thing.
Okay. I didn't even see it. I was going crazy on my timeline. I didn't even see Terry Jones tweet. But man, I don't really care about the struggles. They won the game. Jeremy Roach had his struggles, hit a big shot, like you said. Trevor Keels, like some people were messaging me on Twitter saying, "Oh, you're easy on Keels. You're just being a fan of Keels. You're too soft on him." Trevor Keels did a lot defensively that game. That
he
went
had
unnoticed. How many steals do you have?
I mean, he had 6 assists in the game, and he didn't have any. I think he only had 1 steal, but 6 assists. I'm happy with that.
6 assists.
Yeah,
like he was definitely distributing.
Like I said earlier, like I don't hate the shots he took. Keels was taking shots that he should hit, and my issue with Roach wasn't right away. He was shooting shots that he normally hits in a normal game, but once he started figuring out that he wasn't on his game tonight, there were some open shots that Gonzaga was giving him on purpose to force that shot because they knew he wasn't on. So those were some situations where just give up the ball, give it to somebody else, and maybe it's a little bit bigger of a spread in the game. But Roach didn't play the best on offense. I thought he did fine on defense. I didn't see anything glaringly that was like, oh my God, if Roach wasn't in there. But Keels, I have no issue with Keels' game. He missed a lot of shots, but he took good shots. It wasn't like he was forcing anything.
But
they're telling Roach to shoot more. That was in one of the things that Shire said this week was that that's the next step in Jeremy's progression is to take those shots. They're not going to be unhappy with shots.
Some of the shots he did take weren't bad shots. But one point I wanted to finish before Ryan interrupted me. No, I'm just kidding, bro. Wendell Moore. This is a take I wanted to say. I said it on the podcast, Brian. Remember? Wendell Moore, I said, if he shows up tonight, I will say it publicly. Wendell Moore is the best player on this team. He is the best player on this team. I know people might say, oh, that's crazy. It's Paolo. No. Wendell Moore is the best player on this team, and he makes the team go. He's not the most talented. He's not the most talented. He's not top 3 in talent. But talent is not production. He produces at a crazy rate. Bro, he came into this game averaging 17, 6, and 6. He had 26 and 6 tonight and 4 steals. This is not normal.
I'm going to back you up for 1 second here because I love Wendell just as much as everybody else. But he's not the best player on the team. He's the most important player on the team. That's where I think we differentiate there. And the second thing is
I'm saying he's the best player on the team.
I get that. But then second, he's not top 3 talented on the team. He's top 2 talented on the team. It's Banchero Moore. I don't know who you're going to put in front of Wendell Moore as far as talent goes in the team. You could talk Williams and Keels.
Specific talent in terms of like
he's top 2 talent on the team. He's most important.
If we're putting them on a pro level, because that's what talent eventually evolves to, the pro level, he's not top 3. I gotta put Mark
so he's not top 3. That means he's 4th, which means you're putting Keels and Williams over him.
Yes, because Keels at a younger age is more advanced than Wendell. At a younger age, Keels is more advanced than Wendell was. That's a fact. That's not.
No, but right now, no. But we're talking right now. Wendell Moore is a better basketball player than Trevor Keels. Is a more talented player. He's top 2. Wendell Moore is top 2 talented on this team.
Production is not always talent. I need to see these comments.
Keels has a higher ceiling.
See, a lot. I'm seeing you could. I'm not being biased, but a lot of people are saying you're right. You're right, Zion. He's not. Talent doesn't amount to production always. So you could be more talented. Adrian Griffin is more talented than a lot of people in the country. Adrian Griffin's averaging 10 minutes a game.
Yeah, but I think that's a little bit of slander towards Dell. I think Dell is the most. You said he's the best player on the team, and then said, and I get it. There's a difference between best and most talented, but I also think that Dell is the most, not the best. Paolo Banchero is by far the best player on this team. Wendell is the most important player on this team when it comes to these games that we're playing in. And then I also think he's top 2 talent on this team. It's just a bucket getter, dude. Banchero went out in the second half. Wendell said, okay, bet. I'm going to go out there and score 20 points. And what did he do? He did that. He took over the game. Without Wendell, we don't win this game. Keels couldn't step up and do it. AJ Griffin couldn't step up and do it because they're not as talented as Wendell right now in their career. Wendell's
Let me
top 2
put-
talent on this team and the most
I
important
disagree-
player on this team.
I disagree in talent wise, but
That's
we
fine.
can't be we can't be even arguing. But I got to bring in Russ here because he's still in the weight room. But what's good, Russ? What's good, Russ? Everyone's going.
What's
live
up,
on
baby?
Instagram right
Yo,
now.
we're coming live from the after party. Let's go. We're on our way. The chants coming down the escalator were palpable. Duke people, very loud. Gonzaga people, very quiet.
You said you're at the after party, and then you didn't show like 15 people behind you. Why aren't there 15 people behind you?
We're on our way, dude. I stood up real tall so you could see the view. I'm near this statue. I'm near this big ass statue so that I can be up tall, so people can see what's going on, dude. The electricity in this building. I wish I could properly describe it. Absolutely ridiculous. This is exactly what we need in the Final Four.
Yeah.
This is what we need everywhere. Oh shit! There we go.
I wish I could bring that up, but yeah. Let me zoom in on Brian here.
Get me in on that party. Get me in on that party.
They have a party in the locker room right now. A party in the locker room.
Brian, whose Instagram is that?
After party's at the Win. After party's at the Win.
Chill out though, because everyone's gonna go to that Instagram now. Like, chill out. I see the numbers drop. People drop. Nah, you can still show it. I'm just joking.
Yeah, don't go there. Stay here.
But definitely, that's. I love this team, man. Like, I love this team. I love this team.
The only criticism I have is they gotta hit those free throws, man. So I mean, it's.
I'm going to chalk that up to just straight nerves, right? Like those first couple. I think they missed the first 4 free throws. I mean, I think that's just a little bit of nerves.
That's fine, but
I get
two front ends of 1-and-1s in the second half in the last 10 minutes of the game. Can't do it. Just can't.
I agree, especially in March, man. That's going to be big. So, that's the thing is like we didn't play that well. Like we played good. We didn't play great by any. Like it wasn't like, oh my God, look at us. Like it's like. That was a good game. Like we played decent, but like it wasn't overly impressive of a win for Duke. Like that doesn't make me think Duke's the best team in the country based on that game. I personally think that, but like to the rest of the country, look
at these numbers: 7 of 23 from 3, 15 of 25 from the line, and they still won. Jeremy Rose 3 for 13. Like, bro, Keel's 2 for 11.
It lets you know the ceiling is high.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
And I think like I went into it, and here's the other topic of conversation is the AJ Griffin Joey Baker minutes spread.
Oh man,
Baker. Here's it's the same old thing every game. Baker makes a couple really good plays. He makes a couple shots, and then he makes a couple bonehead moves and a couple bad plays, where it's like he does just enough to keep you around, but not enough to be like, man, put Joey in. But Griffin wasn't great in his. I guess he only played 3 minutes, man. It seemed like he was out there a little longer than that, but like, I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts on Griffin over Baker?
He played the 6 minutes overall. 6 minutes.
6. Sorry. Okay, that was one of the halves. But what like I would love to see more of Griffin over Baker. But I mean, he's captain. He's senior. What are your guys' thoughts on that?
It all depends on the flow of the game. I mean, I don't think Joey played horrible tonight. A lot of people. I'm going to check the comments in a second, but a lot of people, I think myself a little bit, ragged on Joey a lot. Overall, I mean, I think he showed up today. He hit a 3. He hit a bank 3. The bank 3 was okay.
He had 2 threes.
Okay. The pump fakes, step back 3, that was clean. That was clutch. That's what I appreciate. That's all we need from you. Like, we don't need you to be a lockdown defender. We don't need you to be a great distributor. We don't even need you to drive to the rim. He drives to the rim too much, in my opinion.
Way too much.
I honestly think that he's going to do better in ACC play. I think it'll feel like the stakes are a little less, I think, for him. I mean, he had 2 steals, 1 turnover, hit 2 or 3. I mean, that's not horrible. It's just when he makes a bad play or a turnover, it's just easy to jump on him because, he hasn't strung together multiple games of, being decent.
Yeah.
I mean, that 6-point, 5-point game is important, or in a 3-point game is important.
Shout out
and
to my brother. Hold on, I got to shout out my brother in the chat. Shout out, he's in the chat. I see him, so I got to shout out my brother. But go ahead, Ryan.
I don't like. I want to love Joey so bad. Like I want to be a Joey fan. I think everybody, some people to an extent, want to be a Joey fan. I think it's when it's in a big moment in these big games where he gets too much time, and it's almost like he catches the ball in slow motion, thinks of everything like that's on the line in the game, and then shoots it with like too much pressure. And it's just that like Zion, that step back, or that pump fake step back that he did, which was just so natural to him. And it was almost like that's what we need more of, is just a natural stroke.
Savarino free.
But that bank three, we won by 3. I mean, Joey Baker, rest my case.
Joey Baker. The difference. Go ahead, Brian.
I just don't want to see him driving to the basket.
Yeah,
That's where I mean, he's what, 6'6", 6'7", trying to dribble in the lane.
Yeah,
it's gonna get you in trouble most times, no matter who you are. At 6'7", because guards feast on that.
Zion, bring up that comment from Jacob Burke on YouTube. There, Mark was MVP.
I want to move myself down, but that was what I was about to ask. Who's your player of the game?
Haven't even touched on it, man. I mean,
we haven't even touched on Mark.
So Paolo in the first half, obviously 20 points. He ended with 21. Without Dell, the second half doesn't happen, but the whole game doesn't happen without Mark on all fronts, man. I don't care how many fouls he have, which he should have only had 3. We all know that. And the fact that Mark, man, what a step in the right direction for that kid. He had he had responsibilities with Timmy, he had responsibilities with Holmgren. And the dude just went out there and did his thing, man. He caused havoc. There's no stats in there for redirecting shots or causing missed shots. There were just phenomenal performance with NBA scouts in the building. Mark Williams upped his stock so high, man.
He's locked. He's locked. He's a lottery pick. That is not even debatable at this point, bro.
Okay, well, hold on. I'm not. You're
not gonna argue that, bro.
You think based on tonight, okay, I'm gonna back up because I'm not as well versed in the mock draft world. Where was he before tonight?
He was about 20 range, 18 range. But it's already almost like lottery.
Okay, so he was getting close. Okay. Okay, I'll give it to you.
What are you about to argue? What are you about to argue, Ryan?
Because if this was a game that if we see this the rest of the year, I couldn't agree more with you. He was for sure a lottery pick. But if there is that stagnant in the conference play, I will say I'm not sure lottery pick is guaranteed. But if he keeps this up, he is no doubt a lottery pick, top 10
Ryan, I'll tell you why. Ryan, I'll tell you why.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not disagreeing with you.
But I'll tell you why conference play does not have any effect on this. This is against the best, arguably the second best, in my opinion, the second best front court in the country. He's not going to play another front court better than this. Another front court with NBA type talent with Chet, and then Timmy, who's just arguably he's the preseason player of the year. So you're never gonna find another matchup like that in the league, in the ACC or even beyond that. So this is gonna be the measuring stick for NBA draft scouts the rest of the season.
Yeah, I don't want to I am a huge Mark fan. I think he's one of the best bigs in the country. I don't want to take away from that. It's just as far as him transitioning into the NBA. I'm not saying that he can't do it. I'm not saying he's not a first round pick. It's just I'll be interested to see at the end of the year where he's slotted. Obviously, this is his last year at Duke, no doubt about it. He's ready for the NBA. But tonight, man, he shot 8 and 9 tonight, and that little lefty hook that he did, man. Oh,
he was 17, 9, 5. He really had 6 because of that bad foul call.
Yeah.
And he was in foul trouble a little bit. But some people in the comments I'm reading, he has 0 face-up game. Offensive game is not there yet. Bro,
that's the thing is creating on his own. Creating on his own is where it's going to be an interesting
needed point. In the NBA. Have y'all ever watched Rudy Gobert? Does he have a face-up game? Does he do anything skilled? He does exactly what Mark is doing right now at Duke and for the Utah Jazz. And Mark probably has more offensive upside.
But you can't compare Mark to Rudy Gobert right now.
The thing is that I think Mark does have a face-up game. He just hasn't had to use it. And I think with Paolo on the court, He doesn't get the chance to.
Mm-mm,
I know
not
he
at
worked
all.
on that all season, all off season. He has the face-up game.
And I think he has a mid
We'll
too.
see
He has a mid range.
We will see it because I mean, there's going to be a game where Paolo gets into foul trouble at some point, and Mark has to feel that, and I think he will.
Yeah, and hey man, bless his heart for popping that 3 within the first 5 minutes of the game where he just queued up and just let it fly.
He went right to the bench.
Coach K had Theo on like speed dial before he even let that one go.
As soon as he went to the shooting
but-
motion, Coach K was like,
Yeah, speaking of Theo though, man, he came in and put some good minutes in. That was really
Oh, Theo John,
dude,
man.
I tweeted out, man, it's just literally like I don't know what it is. Like if Theo could just be more offensively productive without just like getting scrappy points, like dude, his little turnarounds, man. He needs to do his thing more. If Theo was 2 inches taller, NBA player, but Theo's 6'9".
My brother asked this too. He texted me this week. He was like, "Yo, is Theo John can find the NBA team?" He said Emil found the NBA team, and I mean that's a pretty good argument because Emil did find the NBA team. I think Theo John is
He'll get his.
probably more physically ready for the NBA than Emil.
if he doesn't, he'll go to Europe and make a crap ton of money.
Yeah, exactly. He's gonna make a lot of money regardless.
Over in Europe if he doesn't.
Yeah, but like
I agree. But it's just awesome that you can bring a guy in like him. Here's the thing: is Gonzaga had Timmy and Chet, and they brought in the Anton. I think was his last name. I'm not super familiar with their bench, but we could go to John and not kind of really skip a beat. Like they brought in Anton. He had 4 points. I think 4 fouls at the end of the game. When you have a front court who is as strong as they do, but as thin as they do, and you put that up against what we have, I think it's the game changer right there. Theo can come in and take minutes off of Banchero and off of Williams, and we hardly miss a beat. So I think that's what kind of separates us. The backcourt, though, is what was interesting with Strother, Newboard, Nemhard, and Bolton. Those were some dogs, man. Those guys
that was my guy to highlight on
Gonzaga.
Julius Strother. That was my guy to highlight because I was like, this guy, he shoots way too well from 3, and he takes 5 a game. So like he's not like it's not just early season. Oh, he's just making them now. It's gonna even out. Like he's a sniper. And he scared me the most out of anyone today. Like Chet, okay, he did his thing. Timmy did his thing. But Strother, that's a good player, man. That's a pro.
Yeah.
Brian, did we ever? This is a very embarrassing question to ask live, but was it this Nemhard that we went after in the portal, or was this a different one? Same one? Okay, that's what I thought.
It was a cursory glance. I don't know if we went after him hard.
Okay, that's what I
think we just checked him out.
I thought we were going to get him because he was mad close to RJ. He played with RJ in high school.
Yeah, he was from Florida, right? He played at Florida to start.
Yeah, he played at Montford Academy with RJ. So like,
he wasn't
you mean Florida College? Yeah.
Wasn't even supposed to play last year, but they gave everybody that free year, so he was like, I can play. that made a huge difference for him. Being able to play with those other guards, and then come in and play. After having a year playing and then come in for his last year this year, he looks stronger too. His upper body is impressive for a guy that for a guard. He's strong.
He's a big dude, man, and that's what I'm interested with Keels. Like you look at Keels out there, he doesn't look like a college guard. Like he's just his body mass is just big, and I'm curious to see how he goes throughout the rest of the season. Because I think he could be a more ISO player, and because he tried tonight to drive the lane, get his shots, and get his buckets. They didn't fall, but and we've seen him get his in the past few weeks here. But just to see how far he can take that, and how far he can move those draft boards with that athleticism and that size will be really interesting.
Yeah, I mean he's beast, dude.
I had no issues with anything he did tonight on offense. He played really well on defense. Everything he did, the shots just didn't fall, and that is what it is.
It happens.
To be honest, go ahead, Aaron.
No, I just said his shots just didn't pay. I just gonna say his shots didn't fall. It is what it is. But I don't know what he's at in draft boards right now. But he's got to be. He's going to be close to a late or a mid first round pick, bordering that lottery line, right?
You talking about Keels, right?
Yeah, Trevor.
I think he definitely knock down his three more consistently the rest of the season. But I think he's still like today. I don't think hurts him. Maybe it
No.
does a little. Just he just had a poor game. Like I don't think it was really. Oh, he can't. He can't score. I think he got in his head too because the free throws that I feel like that's out of character. That was out of character for him.
Yeah.
But I
He's
mean,
had a bad night, nerves or something.
yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, he made plays. He made winning plays defensively. Even when he missed the free throws, I remember the next possession he got a steal. He had 6 assists. He did a lot of the facilitating for Duke today too. So like, hey man, he's like with this team, it may not be pretty sometimes, but they find ways to win, and like that's
Dude,
that's
they do,
what we can
man.
tell.
I think I
find
would
ways to
love.
win.
Yeah, I think I'd love to end this on a little Paulo Chet talk since it's kind of been the topic of discussion.
What's there
throughout
to
the
talk
last
about?
couple hours. No, it's not comparing the two. I would love to know, like, I want to give my thoughts on Chet as a player, not against Banchero, just as a player itself. But Brian, I want to hear your first on what you think about Chet, his ceiling, and then his future going forward.
Well, me, I think Chet is a phenomenal player. I don't think Few is letting him loose yet. I think they're holding him back some, which, maybe that's by design. Maybe there's a reason why they're holding him back, but he can do a lot more for that team. And, his ceiling is off the charts. I mean, a lot of people just slam him because he's, skinny, but I mean, dude falls to the floor, takes contact. He gets a lot of rebounds he probably shouldn't get. He's a great player. I know he and Paolo aren't the best of friends, apparently, like not at all. Like,
oh, really? I didn't know
love
that.
I didn't know that. I love that now. Yeah,
I thought they
don't
were
like
actually
Chet.
buddies, so this is news to me.
they're very good in the media where they don't say anything about it, but there's
Really?
a little heat between them.
Ooh, I like that, man.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I don't want
Like
to play
that a
Gonzaga.
lot.
I'll leave it at that.
I like that. Yeah. But I mean,
All right,
going.
well, Zion, how about you then? So you and I have both, or well, publicly at least, have been on the Paulo over Chet train by a mile. What are your thoughts on Chet specifically, not compared to Paulo? What are your thoughts?
Now, Chet's a good player, man. He's a very good. He's gonna dominate the rest of the year. Like he has it. Like even when Duke tried to take him out the game, like even in the post, like I said, he wasn't gonna bully us in the post, but he still found a way to hit the shot. He was hitting that fadeaway. He has soft touch.
Pretty shot.
I mean, he can protect the rim. Like he's gonna be a good player the rest of the season. I want to see how he looks in the NBA pro wise because it's a different game, different. He kind of got a taste of it tonight. Paolo took the ball to his chest, finished through him. Mark kind of bodied him a couple times, so he got a little taste of it tonight. But we'll see him. We'll see him on the pro level. We got a Ryan.
Hey, Jackson, that's my boy Jackson.
Okay,
Jackson, I love you, man. No, Jackson's a friend.
All right.
I think the thing with Chet is kind of like what I think, Brian, you said it is how, or maybe it was you, Zion, how few used him tonight, and this season will be interesting, and how his coach in the NBA uses him as well, because like you can use him in really good ways. The way they had him cutting from the 3-point line down through the paint, and I forget who it was who made that just slick pass and he dunked it right on everybody. But I think it's going to be a lot based on how the coaches use him, how the training staff uses him, and improves his abilities. He's from my home state, so I love Chet. He's just a different talent, but it's just going to be the body size, man. It's going to be interesting to see how you figure out how to use that slender of a body in the NBA. And he's not Kevin Durant coming out of high school. I mean, he's
everyone gets compared to Kevin Durant.
Yeah, because he's skinny. It's literally that's it, because he's slender and skinny. But how do you use that body who doesn't have that? I hate using the term playmaking, but I don't think he has that playmaking ability on his own when it comes to off the dribble and stuff. So, it'll just be interesting to see how he translates it to the NBA and how his coaches at the next level handle that skill set. But I still can't get over the fact that Paulo is 6'10", 250 with athleticism, with a pull-up jumper, with the handles he's got. Like, how as an NBA scout do you look at Paolo and say, nah,
It's crazy.
I want that. Like, it's like,
let me
to
see
me, it's
Paolo's
like,
stat line
dude.
today.
Like, and that's the other thing is, like, Paolo in the first half, man, he got his. What did he shoot from 3 tonight? He shot, what, 3 of 8? And
but I think he missed.
Fine.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. It's not even bad.
Like that's fine for a guy like him. Yeah, I'll take that every day. And with Paulo, it's just like, I'm gonna probably go over the line here, but he's the best freshman. He's the most best freshman. I want to say best freshman in Duke history for right now. But as far as versatility goes,
relax.
But as far as
7 games, bro.
As far as versatility goes through the first 7 games of the season, I said it on Twitter, he's the most versatile freshman this Duke program has had that I can remember. You can put up Marvin Bagley. Marvin Bagley couldn't create off the dribble like Paulo can. He couldn't hit a jump shot like Paulo can. Zion Williamson couldn't do it like him. The only other one you're going to put up against him is Grant Hill.
That to Zion Williamson. No, bro, I'm not going to let that slide.
I said versatile. I
don't care what you said, bro.
No.
You said he's the best freshman.
I said I want to say it. I said I want to say it. Not yet.
I don't want you to even think it, bro. I don't even want you to think it. Zion Williamson, we are forgetting. This is everybody. NBA Twitter forgets. Duke fans forget. Do we remember what Zion Williamson was doing, bro?
Hold on. Because you're going to tweet this shit out and say that I said he's better than Zion. All I'm trying to say is that he's up there, but he is the most versatile. You can't name me another Duke freshman that has been able to do the things that Paulo can do as far as hitting shots, backing down players in the post, getting rebounds, making the passes, and
Jabari
also not the way that Paulo's doing it. No chance.
Jabari was you have short-term memory.
Jabari was like,
you have short-term memory. Jabari Parker was doing exactly what Paulo was doing, and he was playing the 5 at some point. At some points,
Jabari was off the charts when he.
And Jabari had way more.
I'll give you Jabari, but I'm still taking Paulo over as far as like the whole you wrap it into one player as far as the team goes. I think Paulo's a better defender than Jabari for sure.
Well, I think I'm a better defender than Jabari.
Exactly. So I'm saying, like, that's what I'm saying is like
defender,
the most and when I say versatile, it's the most well-rounded, obviously. So like the most well-rounded, versatile player, freshman that Duke has seen in the entire program history. Like I said, it's not the best. We could argue best freshman is Zion, obviously, but as far as the versatility goes, I think Paolo Banchero is the best we've seen so far.
I mean, I could give you that to a degree. I mean, someone did say Tatum. Tatum is a good example because Tatum had everything Paolo.
But Tatum couldn't post up against a guy like Chet or Drew Timme.
Just a good.
At Duke, I wouldn't trust him in the post against Chet or Timme like Paolo did tonight.
Tatum had that fadeaway.
Dude, I love
Jason. That Kobe fade in high school, bro.
Yeah, Kobe fade. He's not. Yeah, but he couldn't body up Chet and Timme like Paolo. Yeah, Tatum's a guard at heart. I love, dude. And I hope people don't take this as Tatum slander. I love Jason Tatum, but like, as far as the 6'10" body of Paolo, he can do more than what Jason Tatum could when he was here.
Yeah, I mean, yes.
I'm not proving you wrong. I'm just trying to say that.
I think you have a point. Yeah. I think you have a point. I think eventually by the end of the season it will look better, but it's 7 games in. We 7 games in, bro. It's just hard to make that stance now.
But he's done his work against the best so far. So that's what I'm basing it off.
But it's been 2 games if we're doing the best. It's been 2 games.
You're true. Hey, but man, the Citadel, you just wait till March, man.
Hey, that's what I hate though when these early we say these teams like even SF Austin, I don't remember if they were gonna make the tournament. I don't think they were going to, but like
they made the tournament that year.
Team. Oh yeah. Oh, they did. But like it looks like they make the tournament. That they still have to win their conference tournament to get in. That's the only bad thing.
Yeah, we can break down Citadel basketball later, but no, I'm just kidding. But I think my biggest takeaway tonight is the fact, and kind of like Kentucky, but we played better tonight than we did against Kentucky, but we didn't play it to what this team's potential is, which is scary, man.
But it's also good.
Yeah.
This isn't the time where you want to peak. You got to keep these guys engaged, and you got to have things to coach towards, and they have that in this game. I mean, we still got beat on some backdoor cuts, or not even backdoor cuts, but Gonzaga's cuts are really different than a lot of other teams. Still aren't hitting free throws. Still a couple of shot selection things there. So we still have things to work on, which is good for us, scary for a lot of other teams that are going to be having to face us.
I mean, that Gonzaga team is a good team. There was a couple of offensive possessions they had where I was like, well, that was just good, man. Like, you can't – what are you supposed to do when Drew Timme shimmies and does a behind-the-back pass in the lane and Chet dunks
He's
it on
going to
you?
get his. You just got to make him work on the defensive end, and we did that.
Exactly. But
hold on, I gotta give my quick shout out to Mel. Shout out Mel. She said I need my shout out, so shout out Mel.
Hell yeah, Mel. Mel was at the game tonight, man.
Episode. Yeah, she was on the tables. She was on the tables singing every time we touch.
Her and Rick they took a picture together. I saw that picture they took.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Mel and Rick.
I hope y'all were composed today in the stadium. Good representation of good Duke Twitter. But we know we appreciate y'all.
Man, that was cool, man. Seeing all those people out there, man. If I wasn't here, I'd be there. But
I should have been there, bro. I should have.
What was your excuse? You're sitting at home right now,
bro. This I had to be home to produce this, and
Oh, don't blame this.
I was so close to buying flight tickets like 2 months ago, but I didn't pull the trigger because I was like, I don't know what we could have down the line here. So I had a good excuse today. You could have came to MSG. We could have done it from MSG. But
I traveled both. Like I said, I've been in the Eastern time zone for 2 games this year. It's been for Kentucky and it's been for Gonzaga. And I don't know how you guys do it, man. I can't do these late games anymore.
Yeah. We have another. Speaking of late games, we have another late game on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Ohio State. So I mean, we could talk about that a little bit. Ohio State. What's your thoughts going into Ohio State? Maybe possible trap game a little bit.
I'm gonna let Brian take it first.
I hadn't scouted them yet. That's what I'm going to be doing in the next day or so. But they're a good team. I mean, obviously, trap game. I don't know. I don't think Coach K is going to let them have a trap game. Let them go into that situation. He's done this enough. He knows what he's doing. This team is going to be ready for that team.
I think here's the thing. You call it trap game. I say we put on the black jerseys, go in there and take care of business. EJ Liddell is going to be the biggest factor, obviously. He's averaging, I think it's over 20 points a game already this year. I don't think they have anybody that's averaging double digits besides him. So you put Paulo and Mark down there, and then obviously Theo, who could defend anybody. I think you keep him under wraps and you're golden. But this is going to be the first true road test for Duke this year. But I mean, these guys, they've seen them put on those. I mean, I know what it is. I don't know what it is with Duke guys and young guys who come in playing that with that black jersey on, but it's different, man. And I like Ohio State. They rely heavily on EJ Liddell. He's very good at drawing fouls. I watched the entirety of that Florida game that they got beat in, and he does too much, man. Like, you think Timme does a lot as far as flopping around and flying and flailing around. Liddell does the same thing, man. They had a last-second possession where he did the same thing. He kind of flailed. But regardless, he's a really good player. But we got the depth, I think, to take care of business where we should. But it's the first road test, so we'll see.
Yeah, that's my biggest thing is I think it's a trap game because you'll be a little hungover from this one. Like this is a big win. Like this is a really big win. We can't just understate it. And just I know it's gonna be hard for a young team to just move on. But Ohio State to me has been a poor team. They've kind of been in a lot of close games. They lost a couple games, I think maybe 1 or 2, but they almost lost to a couple. Almost lost at home to I forgot what school. I think Akron. They went on a buzzer beater at home. It's a little bit of a trap game. This is gonna be a big game for them. They're gonna be want this more than anything to kind of get their season back on track. So I think it's important for these guys to not fall into the trap a little bit. But I will say one thing, Duke. I know they watching. Nolan, I know you're watching at some point. You're gonna be watching at some point. DHB probably at some point. I don't know if you get to this minute mark. When are we getting the Brotherhood jerseys? Number one, we need the blacks of the Brotherhoods on Tuesdays, and we need the white Brotherhoods at some point. If there's a team that deserves white Brotherhoods, is this team. They deserve it. So please give us what we want. This is a request from all of Duke Nation, not just me. I know everybody on Twitter has been asking for this. Let's give us. We're tired of the white unis. I'm tired, man. That's cool. You know, I know we had to wear white tonight.
It's classic,
Come
man.
on,
It's
bro.
classic. Come on now.
It's not classic anymore. We've done it 7 games besides the gray unis. I don't even like those unis either, bro. We need
No,
the
I don't
blacks,
either, man.
the Brotherhoods. Come
What-
on, man.
Did we have the black unis last year with
I
Jalen
don't even
and
remember
them?
wearing the Brotherhoods last
Yeah, I'm
year.
pretty
Did
sure
we
we
wear
did.
them?
Well, no, maybe not. I don't know.
I don't remember who brought. I don't. Man, last year I tried to forget about that. So
Twitter.
but
Tell us if we wore the Brotherhoods or the black unis. I think we wore the black unis. I remember Jalen
we wore the
Johnson.
Brotherhood.
Where were the
Man, no, I don't
Brotherhoods?
even know if we wore the Brotherhood. I'm trying to picture Jalen Johnson wearing these jerseys.
I feel like
Yeah,
I
I
saw
know.
him in the black jerseys. I feel like I did.
Jalen Johnson though, he played like 6 games, bro. It's
I
hard to
know,
remember.
It is.
Oh, this is a good question from Arjun Vaish. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Where do you think Duke will rank after this game?
3 or 4.
I think they're going to be
3.
2. I think Purdue moves to 1. We'll be 2. I don't know who's going to be. Who will be behind Purdue?
That's a good question.
Because Michigan
It's not gonna
lost.
be Kansas. Kansas lost today.
Michigan and Kansas lost, and those who were in front of us besides
mean,
Purdue.
How much
So
do you drop Gonzaga for losing against the number 5 team? How much do you drop them?
Gonzaga will be 4 or 3. I think it'll be
Yeah.
Purdue, Duke, Gonzaga, or it'll be
How
Duke,
much do you
Purdue,
see-
Gonzaga.
It'll be I think they'll put Baylor over Gonzaga. They've been hyping up Baylor
That's a
for
good
some
point.
reason.
Yeah, Baylor had a good weekend.
Purdue and then Baylor or us?
Nah,
We'll be before Baylor.
Okay,
yeah,
so
'cause
us
they have
and
two
Baylor.
top 10 wins now.
It's either going to be Purdue, Baylor, or Purdue, Duke, or Duke, Purdue, and then I think after that it's either Baylor, Gonzaga, or Gonzaga, Baylor. Depending upon, I mean, who cares though?
Yeah, who would even care?
Not really.
It's November. It'll probably be the summer.
The entire everybody who votes in the AP Top 25 had Gonzaga beating us by too many tonight. So who cares?
They don't know basketball. They don't know basketball, bro.
And like, can we
Duke is
just
never the
so I can get it
underdog.
out there publicly with me saying it? Can we get over the fact that UCLA was an 11 seed last year and made a run to the Final Four? Like, can we just drop that? Like, I am so tired of hearing about UCLA and the fact that they're this God-given team.
UCLA's
to
not.
this-
They are not them.
Oh,
They're-
I'm so tired of hearing about them. That and Texas, who Gonzaga beat, is going to be a good team. But like those two teams, after watching this game, aren't even close to the level that Gonzaga and Duke are on. Like I think it's Purdue, Duke, and Gonzaga right now that are on a different level than everybody else in the country. You can maybe put Baylor up there, but I still don't think Baylor has played that great of competition yet. So those are the 3 teams right now that I think are on a different level. And the fact that we came into the season saying that UCLA was even in the same realm of Gonzaga and now Duke is just asinine, man. I can't stand it, man. It gets me going.
Man, UCLA was frauds.
Baylor did put the hurt on Michigan State today, though, but not that Michigan State's all that right now.
Yeah, Michigan State's a little fraudish to me too. But
They're
hey,
not even ranked, are they? Yeah.
yeah, I don't think they weren't ranked. But I don't even think I don't know. Like I don't even think it matters at this point. Like Duke beat Kentucky, Gonzaga. like no matter where Duke is ranked, they beat Kentucky and Gonzaga already, and there's so much room for growth. I mean, this team is not shooting the ball well. Still got to work on free throws. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got one more thing before we close it out. I saw a tweet from Matt Norlander tonight. Brian, I give this to you because you're more of the Zion's a certified insider now, it seems like. But I'm gonna ask.
Before you continue, cut off that. Let me cut that off real quick. Stop calling me an insider on Twitter. I'm not an insider, man. I'm not
#insider Zion.
Thank you.
I think there was a cool tweet tonight cool as just like outside looking in from a college basketball standpoint that Mark Few tried to do a Duke Gonzaga home and home for the last he's been trying for the last decade, and Coach K has always said no, or Duke has always said no for that matter. Do you know anything about that in any capacity?
I have not heard that.
Okay.
I don't know, honestly.
I'm just curious as to not like a why. Well, yeah, but like a why Duke wouldn't do that. I don't know. I thought that was interesting. It'd be a really fun thing to do. This was the first time we played since 2018, and they've always been good games. So I don't know.
I think K does his thing a certain way. I mean, he's not thinking about, well, the fans are going to love this, or this is, he has a set
True.
thing that he wants to do with his team. He wants to play certain types of games to begin the season. He wants to play games in big arenas like he will in the tournament. I don't think he's worried about these, home and home things. That it benefits Gonzaga more than it benefits Duke.
That's a great point. Yep.
I mean,
I completely agree with that. I think doing something like this yearly or every other year with a neutral site would be incredible, but
You guys are stupid. Yo, I hate y'all, bro. I really do. I really
thing
do.
about Gonzaga is they don't even leave the West Coast at all this entire season. Not one time. The furthest east they go is Arizona. That's it.
Is that really, man?
I looked at their entire schedule.
The media makes it seem like they play everywhere.
Nah.
They have no true road games except their conference games, which obviously are all West Coast.
Wow. That's interesting. You said no true road games, huh?
Let's be honest though, I feel like the media's job is to promote the sport, and getting a team like Gonzaga is really good for the sport to bring a team like that into the fold and get people excited about. So hyping them up and making it seem like their schedule is this God-given crazy hard schedule is good for the sport, but it's also let's be real here. It's not like you said, it's not like they're traveling over to Durham or over to New York to play in these tournaments.
They're not even traveling to the Midwest. They don't go anywhere.
And guess what? I hope they get put in the East region in the NCAA tournament. Make them go to Pittsburgh and play the first round. We'll see how that ends up for you. Shout out to Marvin Bagley. Apparently he's going off right now. Shout out to my guy.
He hit clutch shots. Was it last night or the night before? The corner three.
Yeah.
Like
19 man. They fired Luke Walton, so he's free.
Oh, did they finally?
Yeah, they got to finally get rid of his ass.
And shout out to Mike Smits for finally coming to his senses. Paolo stood out over Chet tonight, but that's kind of obvious. Like, come on, bro.
Maybe lame ass Stephen A. Smith will actually learn how to pronounce his name this time.
Oh man,
how do you pronounce it?
He's like Paolo. I don't know how to say it. This kid is amazing. Well, he's so amazing. Learn how to say his name. Jesus.
Oh my God. He's gonna be talking. He's literally going to be talking about him for the next 20 years of his career. So you might want to start getting that right.
Be a professional.
Yeah, that's bad.
But what a night, man. Go ahead.
My last thing is just if we have any fans out there who have been in the medical profession for a while, what's going on with the cramps? That's a semi-concern for me going into Ohio State after
hit the
3
comments.
days rest.
Hit the comments with what you think about the cramps.
I'm so confused. That played a huge part in the second half. And not that Duke would have won by a ton more, but Paulo hardly played. And when he was out there, he got the ball and basically just gave it up right away. It was he was just a decoy at that point.
I don't know what's up with that. It's weird.
He came back in the game and just was not confident with the ball at all. And so
I don't think he can move. He was still cramping when he was
I don't want to blame our guy, best cut man, MBB, and
hey man, Twitter, you know how close I was to tagging one of them. I was like,
dude,
y'all better fix this.
I wanted to, man, but with the foot injuries, the knee injuries, and now the cramps, man, come on now. They got to be better prepared than this.
They'll figure it out. It's sometimes it just happens. I mean, I wonder.
I'm not calling for Jose's head by any means. I'm just saying we need to figure something out before these primetime games.
They're saying diet and hydration. Shout out to Leska. I think she actually works in the medical field.
She's in Vegas right now, isn't she?
Yeah, she's also in Vegas. She was trying to brag that she was there and I wasn't. But I'm happy for y'all. I got to witness a great. Oh, shout out my guy Dom. My guy Dom is in the comments. Dom, you missed my hot take, bro. I said Wendell's the best player on the team, man.
No. But you also
What?
Dom. He's also said he's the fourth most talented player on the team. But don't go
That's
there.
correct.
Dom. No,
That's correct.
No, it's not. It's incorrect.
Yes, it is. Like
Dom,
bro, talent.
Dom, he is,
talent
no.
does not mean best. You can be the best player without being the most talented player, especially in
Dom,
college.
I love you, man. But I said Wendell is the most important, and he's the second most talented player on this team. Don't let Zion fool you. He's a Wendell hater, from what I can tell.
Wendell hater? I'm Wendell's biggest fan. What are you talking about? What?
You said he's the fourth best player on this team. I don't buy it.
I said
hater.
Most talented. It's a completely different argument.
Hater, man.
I mean, even as a junior, Wendell is only a year older than Paolo. So
yeah, I know. Hey, man.
Yeah. So what now? What now, Zion? You're a hater.
I'm not saying anything other than that. They're closer in age.
Brian's taking my side. I don't know what you're talking about, Ryan. They're all saying in the comments.
Wendell is top 2 talent on the team, and Wendell is top 1 important player on the team.
Bro, nah, bro, I can't.
Did you tell me Trevor Keels right now in their careers is more talented than Wendell Moore?
Being a better player does not mean you're more talented.
That's not what I'm saying. I know
specifically.
I'm saying is Wendell Moore more talented right now at this very minute than Trevor Keels?
Hey, repeat your question. You broke up for me.
Is Wendell Moore right now at this very minute a more talented basketball player than Trevor Keels?
Skilled. Change the skilled. Yes. He's not a more skilled player than Trevor Keels.
Oh my God. Wendell Moore right now is a more talented player.
He's Wendell Moore. I don't even care what you're talking about because now you're just trying to twist the argument to improve your argument. Wendell Moore is the best player on this team. I said it, and there it is. Wendell Moore.
Here's what we
listen. Okay, let me ask you right now. If there was an ACC Player of the Year award right now, just giving off of eight games, does it go to Wendell or does it go to Paolo?
It's gonna go to Wendell.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're proving your point wrong. Wendell is a top.
We are done here, man.
No, Wendell.
Done.
Okay. Hold on. So then you can cut this in your little freaking Twitter cuts.
I'm not cutting nothing, bro. I'm not gonna do. I love you, man. I'm not gonna do you like that, bro.
No. He's gonna pilgrim you.
Yeah, 100%. Where's Wendell on the talent list of the Duke players right now? Where's Wendell on the top talented wise on the Duke player list right now? Is he top 2, top 1?
You're not top 2. The top 2 is the front court. Those are the two talented, most talented players on the team. I'll tell you right now.
You don't think Wendell is top 2 talent on this team? Oh, I can't.
Talent is not. You just ignored my whole argument. They saying you're wrong in the comments because you can't check. I know you can't check the Twitter comments, so I'll just confirm for you that you're wrong. But we appreciate y'all for joining us. We'll be back Tuesday after Ohio State. It's what time is that? What time is that again?
9:30 game.
That's a 9:30. Oh my goodness, man!
It was early compared to this one, though.
It does, but this is at least a Friday. Like Tuesday is just random to have a 9:30 game. But we definitely appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. Duke is the best team in the country. That is not 100%. Arguable. It's not up for debate. I don't care if you want to say Purdue. Purdue didn't beat Gonzaga. Purdue didn't beat Kentucky. Duke is the best team, man. We appreciate y'all for joining us. Go use that TickPick promo code. Please get discounted Duke tickets. You guys see the best team in the country, man. Use it, please. Download the app. Appreciate y'all. We out.